What's up, everybody? It's your man Danelle, aka Small Guy Promotions, aka Omaha Fatty, coming to you with another podcast episode of What's Up Omaha. Yeah, you know how we do. So look, a lot of people right now are, stuck in the house, quarantine, coronavirus, all that's going on. And I'm thinking like, man, I'm the Omaha Fatty, and we still try to go out and support, like, and get food and whatnot to go, of course, right? Um, but man, before, I would be able to eat, and then, I was active. I was doing jujitsu. Now it's like, not only am I not doing jujitsu, but I'm sitting down for hours upon hours upon hours because I'm working overtime from home. I'm really about to like gain some weight, man. Like actually, I've been gaining a little bit, so I need to pump up the activity. And I was just wondering what everybody else is doing out there. Like I see some videos of some people on like TikTok or whatever doing home workouts, and I'm just wondering, like, man, what should I do? Could I do uh, to stay in shape, man? And like, I don't want to just stay in shape. I need to stay in jujitsu shape, and I'm probably already out of jujitsu shape after 3 weeks it's been or something like that since we've done any jujitsu. So, man, I really don't know. I need to start doing something. Like we've gone for walks and stuff around the neighborhood, which of course it's good to just be moving, but that doesn't always that doesn't always equate to like a good workout. Like I'm not sweating or anything like that. So I need to figure something out, man. Yesterday I went to go and get the mail, and we got a piece of mail that was not ours. It was addressed to someone else, and I came in the house and I, wrote the return, whatever, on the little envelope. And then as I started to walk back out to the mailbox, my daughter's scooter is right by the front door. So I was like, let me take this scooter and ride it to the mailbox, you know. So I ride it to the mailbox, no issue. And we live on an incline. Uh, so I was thinking, I was like, man, maybe I'll just ride down the street a couple of houses, like past a couple of houses. And yeah, man. So I started riding, and then before you knew it, I was like halfway down the block, and I just kept going. I just rode all the way down to the bottom of the street. We live, we're probably 5 houses from the top of the street, probably 7 or 8 uh, from down the street. I don't even know. Well, because there's like a circle down there too. So I don't know how many houses it is, but whatever. I rode all the way down the street on this scooter, probably looking crazy. Like there was a couple of people out, but it was cool, man. I wasn't intending to get any kind of a workout, but once I went all the way down the hill, I had to come back up, and I did learn that it's way harder to push all the way up the street. I just walked some of it because I was like, man, that's my legs started getting tired. The leg that was on the board was getting tired. So then I was like, let me switch legs. And then trying to switch legs and push up, it was all uncoordinated. Like I was unable to steer and stuff. So it was a good thing though, man. I got a little glisten going. It wasn't quite a sweat, but I got a little glisten on, and I'm just like, I need to do more stuff like that. I just need to push myself and make myself do it. Just like I did on some days when it was time to go to jujitsu. Sometimes I didn't feel like going. Sometimes I didn't want to do it. but I made myself go, and it was always a good decision. Um, so now during this time where I'm sitting down, and let me tell you, if you didn't check out the recent podcast that I did, I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago. Um, I have been working like crazy. I cut back last week. I only did like 10 and a half hours of overtime because I was like, forget this, man. I'm not working 30 hours of overtime every week, even though the money's nice. I'm not going to do that every week. But I was working like my regular shift, and then I'd take a break for a couple of hours, and then I would come back and work a couple of hours into the night, like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. There was one day I worked till like 1 a.m. And then came back the next morning at 7 again. Um, so I that was a lot of sitting all that time because I don't even have a desk at home. I don't have a need for a desk, so I'm working at the dining room table where I'm sitting at now. Um, it's not like I can stand up and work. So every hour or so, I got to try to remind myself to get up and at least stretch and then walk around the table or something, or walk in the kitchen and get something to drink or whatever. Um, because it's certainly not a healthy lifestyle. And then after I'm done with all this work, I don't want to go and do anything, and we're stuck at home. So I'm just going, and it hadn't been nice weather every day. So I'm just going in and sitting on the couch after I eat, or laying down on the couch and taking a nap or whatever. And I'm just like, if this is going to be life for some months, there's got to be a change. So I got to get back to doing like push ups and sit ups, uh, some jumping jacks, running around the block or something. We do have a trail uh, that we can get to that's not far away from here. So maybe I'll start taking advantage of that. But I got to do something, man. I gotta be active, and I already struggled uh, with explosiveness, or at least feeling explosive. Maybe I was more explosive than I actually felt during jujitsu, but I feel like really slow and like I've dropped a good amount of weight in the last year, so that explosiveness has increased, but I still don't feel like I'm at my peak, like where I need to be or where I should be. I just always feel slow, just like slow to the punch. So maybe I'll Google some workouts to increase my explosiveness. Um, that's a good thing. We are trapped at home, but there's so much out there in the form of media or learning that we can take in. I said before, I told my daughter, I said, you guys are lucky that this is going on now. If this would have happened when I was a kid, we would have been losing our minds. Like, I know kids are still losing their minds now, but we would have not been able to, go and spend however much time on social media. That wasn't around then. We did have like chat rooms and AOL back in the day, but it wasn't like it is now. Um, so it would have been a little harder to figure out something to keep yourself occupied. Um, and we didn't have streaming services like we do now with Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus. I mean, you had DVDs or old like VHSs. Um, I don't even know if people were streaming or like watching videos or movies on the internet back then, man. So yeah, it's definitely a good time for there's no good time for a pandemic, right? But if any time we're better than any other, this where we're at now because of technology, we're in a better predicament as far as being active mentally. Um, but yeah, man, there's a lot of tools and resources out there that I should probably start to utilize and get myself moving, get my body moving, because I don't want to be all out of breath when it comes back time. I mean, it's probably no way around it. I'm going to be out of breath anyway because jujitsu is a different beast. It's not just getting exercise and working out. It's force meeting force. Like you're trying to impose your will against someone else's, and it's not just like you're lifting weights. Uh, there's actually someone pushing into you 100% also. That might be the same weight or bigger, it might be stronger, so it's definitely a different experience than just taking a jog around the block or taking a mile run or whatever. So, yeah, man, I was just wondering, what people are doing out there. What are you doing during this time? Are you eating well? Have you started to eat more? I know a lot of people are snacking because they're bored. So that's a part of it too. Um, I still try to maintain a little bit. Like I still fast until noon usually. That's not an issue really, just because I'm so used to it. But outside of that, I'm kind of eating whatever. I haven't been strict at all. I do still eat fruits and veggies. That's never an issue. That's never a problem for me. But just indulging, trying to support these local mom and pop businesses and getting to go more often. I got to do it within reason. So far, it's Sunday right now. We've only eaten out Friday. Well, I take that back. We did go and get some treats last night. My wife cooked uh, pork shoulder. She put it in the crock pot. Made some tacos yesterday for dinner. I'm gonna have some pork enchiladas today for dinner. Um, but after we got done with dinner yesterday, wanted to go out for a treat, so we went out to Culver's, got some shakes and some malts, and just French fries because that's what fat people do. You just go and get dessert and French fries, as a night snack. So that's what we did, and then we sat down and watched a movie. Uh, we watched Ant Man. I hadn't seen Ant Man yet, so we sat down and watched that for the family movie night. We've been having a lot of family movie nights, which is cool, man. I'm not tripping on that. Like, I made a video about the positives of coronavirus and a podcast about that. Getting to hang out with the family and doing movie night more often is not a problem. I enjoy that, so enjoy it while I can. But that's it for today, man. I hope you guys are staying sane and you're healthy and doing well, and that you're still able to have some normalcy in your life. I hope that you're able to at least go to the grocery store without an issue or pick up or however. I hope that life is not too crazy for you. I know that it's off for us because my wife can't work right now. Working in the salon industry, she can't work until May 1st as it stands now, but we'll see where that goes. It's just a real crazy time, man. Real crazy time. So I don't even know what else to say about that, man. We'll see what the future brings and what mayors and governors decide, and if people will stay at home and do their part to flatten the curve. So I'm trying. We still go. Well, I still go out to grocery shop and get food. Sometimes you got to go in to take it out. That's a chance I'm willing to take. But that's all that we're doing as far as going out. Like, my chiropractor called me the other day because I was supposed to go in for an appointment. I didn't get a notification reminder or reminder notification the day before like normally do, so I just assumed that they weren't open. Uh, but they were still open and wanted me to come out, and I was like, nah, I'm not. Nah, we're not doing anything. We're staying holed up aside from eating. Like, we're not really going out, and I'm not really trying to touch on people or have people touch on me right now, just because I don't know where people have been, and I don't really want to take a chance like that, especially again without my wife working and me being the one who's grinding. Like, I'm not taking chances right now, so I got to make sure my family is straight above all else, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. So that's what it is, man. I hope that you're doing the same. Do what it takes to stay safe. Uh, yeah, man, that's what it is. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like, leave a comment. The same with if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, Anchor, wherever you're listening to. Please, drop me a comment on my Facebook page or something like that, or Twitter. And please share it. Please help us get the word out about what's up Omaha, and help grow the podcast. That's what it is, man. Smile, help someone else smile. Laugh and help someone else laugh all day, every day. That's what it is. Peace out. Yeah.